dumplings, it's Dave Desai. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about V allegedly dating again, who he's dating now apparently, and what some of the rumors are on that. I saw a couple of videos online talking about this, and I definitely wanted to address it and give my personal thoughts and feelings on it. I'm sure you have some thoughts on your own, so definitely let me know at any point you feel like you want to drop your opinion. Just hit pause and then you can tell me. We also have V being questioned everywhere he goes, so that is definitely a fun and interesting one that I want to get into as well. So let's get into the tea. If you are new here and you're interested in this type of tea, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification bell so be notified anytime a new video drops. And if you're a hater, like to be the first to leave your hate comment, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification bell also so you can be the first to do so. Now, let's jump into it. Now, let's start with the dating rumors and what people have been saying about that. So maybe you're new to the K-pop space, or maybe you're new to BTS. Basically, how it goes is whoever BTS turns their eye to, or even slightly looks at, it is fair game to assume that they are married to that person or they are dating that person, and that BTS and whoever they look at, they're lovers. And you know what? Some armies are angry about it, but not angry at the potential partner that BTS could have, or they're not even angry that BTS is dating. And if you see anyone here saying that armies are mad at BTS for dating, you'll know that they didn't watch this video. Because what I'm talking about here today is armies being mad at what people are saying about BTS dating. The rumors, if you will. Anyway, basically a lot of rumors come from people actually wanting to see V or any of the BTS members actually date. Perhaps some of it is just like wishful thinking, or sometimes it's backed up with some theories. Some of the theories make sense sometimes. Other times it's like a real stretch. Like a stretch from the earth to the moon. And I understand that. Like you want to see your fave go enjoy life, live their life with someone special, whoever that special person is. Maybe they're with someone who is extremely beautiful and you just want them to be together. I would love to see my babies go out, enjoy life, date, all that stuff, even if that life doesn't involve me. I don't see that these kind of thoughts and theories come from a really harmful place. It's mostly just hoping that these two people end up together. In this case, there have been pictures kind of resurfacing on social media again that have been taken or screenshotted from back in 2018 involving what looks like V at an award show with Tzuyu from Twice. She was sitting right behind V. There were multiple photos of her just behind V, you know, doing peace signs and all that normal thing. I haven't seen any photos or really any videos of them actually even really talking to each other. People need to keep that in mind. They didn't really exchange words. They were just friendly, kind of like how strangers are when they meet each other for the first time. Maybe they did say a few words, but nothing that would insinuate that they were actually friends before this, or that they have any sort of connection. They've never previously talked to each other, or at least been seen talking to each other in public. So I don't believe they have each other's phone numbers or anything like that. However, some of these rumors kind of start with the fact that they believe BTS and V shouldn't be dating, when in reality, Big Hit has no problem with them dating. So they believe BTS and V can't actually date or can't actually talk to girls, because if they do, it'll be this huge scandal, right? So fans often think that, oh, BTS or V will have to go out of their way to not even look at girls, because if they look at girls, everyone will think that they're dating them. So they need to avoid eye contact to avoid big rumors and big scandals. And I get that thought process. I get why you think that they would have to do that with someone that they were actually dating. So in your theory, you're thinking anyone they avoid eye contact with is someone that they're dating. But you see the huge flaw in that, right? That means everyone BTS does not look at could be their partner or someone that they're dating. Wait, hold up. Does that mean they're dating me? Because they've never made eye contact my way. Wait, never mind. I think I like this theory. I mean, I have a chance then. But I think a lot of people want V and Tzuyu together just because you can imagine like the power couple that they'd be. They're both so beautiful. Both have striking visuals. And honestly, imagine their kids. They'd be the most beautiful person on the planet. They do give off this aura that they'd be great together. But overall, I think it's just people being wishful, hoping that these two would end up together. But you have to realize, if you do actually want them to get together, these rumors would probably make it so that they never actually get together. Since they're not close or anything like that, dating rumors are probably going to be something that would make them be even further away from each other. And when they actually do end up kind of close together and actually have a moment to actually talk, it's going to be very awkward because everyone's already thinking that they're dating. Do you know what I mean? It's like if someone told your crush that you liked them, so now they know, it pretty much ruins any chance you actually had with them. How awkward is it going to be when you actually end up talking to that person and they already know that you like them? Also, if there was any potential spark between Tzuyu and V, it's now never going to happen. Congratulations, you did that. I definitely wanted to go on Twitter to see what some people were saying. One person's wrote this: they look good together. And another person actually wrote this: they scream royalty. So the general consensus I'm getting here is that they're both beautiful people and that these people would like to see them together, because we love to see two beautiful people together. There's also people saying that they look very similar and they could be siblings. Now that's a whole new different type of shipping we have going there. We ain't gonna get into that land. We had this news site kind of sum up what people were saying and thinking. They wrote, netizens think Twice, Tzuyu, and BTS V could be siblings after seeing their top visuals together in group photos. Okay, I never say this, but like delete that please. For the people who are actually shipping them together, that is something that's gonna want to make them gouge their eyes out. I'm kidding, of course. But if you do mention it, they do kind of look alike, but only in the way that they're top visuals. And there's very kind of clear standards that Korea has for their visual. They both have big eyes, big lips, but also I don't believe they're related. I don't think they would want to hide the fact that they're related. First of all, that would diminish any dating rumors. And also, if BTS had a sister in Twice, or Twice had a brother in BTS, that would be amazing news and great publicity for both the groups. But anyway, I don't think any of them are dating. Big Hit has nothing against BTS dating. There's no dating ban or anything like that. Twice, which is in the label JYP, I believe JYP is a little bit more strict with dating, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Maybe they had kind of like a rule change, I don't know. There actually might be a general rule change within the industry since Big Hit actually doesn't care about dating. Like other companies may want to follow Big Hit's lead on that, and which only means good things for future K-pop idols. This means that in the future it probably won't be a scandal to date. But I do believe if any of them were actually dating, Big Hit would come out and say something. There's nothing to hide, and pretty much Big Hit is pretty transparent with everything that goes on with the K-pop idol's personal life and things like that. So they would definitely talk about it if there's anything going on. I believe that. So V, of course, have not only been speculated to be dating, he's also questioned everywhere he goes. How can you be that beautiful and not be questioned everywhere you go? He gets a lot of questions asked about him when he is at award shows or public appearances or things like that. And it usually comes from people who've never heard of BTS. Every time BTS is at an award show or has their photo taken at a public event, there's obviously going to be people who've never heard of BTS. And people who are willing to give them a chance and listen to their music. And people are more willing to give that person a chance, listen to them talk, listen to their music when that person is attractive. Like if a book cover is pretty, you're more willing to open up the book cover and actually read the book and see what the inside is like. Basically, this is what I'm saying. So like, do I agree with this? Do I think this is correct and we should live by this? Absolutely not. We should never judge a book by its cover. However, we do it anyway. And this is why a lot of K-pop idols get plastic surgery, because they realize that this is important for their career. But anywho, BTS is on a red carpet. There's a lot of people who ask the questions of who this guy is on the red carpet, referring to V. When they first debuted, a lot of people were looking at Jin. He was like the main visual. While people, of course, are still looking at Jin. Interest in the other members of BTS have kind of gotten bigger too, because they all slowly grown into, all of them are visuals now, really. V started with kind of his bright colored hair. I mean, he had orange at some point. So anyone in the beginning who was interested in him was probably like, who is this orange haired boy? Not my favorite color on him, I will say, but he doesn't look bad. There's just other colors that look a lot better on him. For example, I prefer the red. I prefer his mint colored hair, and I definitely prefer his blonde colored hair. Mint is really, really nice on him though. I do hope he will go back to that one day. When V appeared at the Grammys previously, a lot of people were asking him questions like this. Like, who is this man all in black? Because he was wearing black. Of course, when you see a striking image of V, you're like, oh my god, who is that celebrity? And then maybe when you say, oh, who is that celebrity? You're more willing to give that celebrity a chance, listen to their music. I definitely wanted to go back and see what other people were saying. One person wrote, when you realize that the guy in the long black coat is the green-haired guy at the Grammys. And yes, he looks good in black curly hair, and he also looks mint in mint. But this happens all the time with V, and of course people are beginning to kind of take notice of him when he decides to pull up to these events. For example, apparently when he was at the iHeart Jingle Ball, this was in 2019, everyone referred to him as kind of like the curly-haired boy because he had such curly hair. I'm so glad people are taking notice. I feel like a lot of people in America think RM is the face of the group, which is fine, but I think people only think that because he is the one speaking English and speaking out at American events. Like, I almost feel like they think the other members just don't really do anything and they just kind of exist there just because their English is not great. But in reality, they all play such a huge role in BTS and so important to BTS's success. I feel like people also notice Jimin and Jungkook, so I am happy now that V is kind of getting his moment. He's getting more attention that he deserves. Because also his fashion style, it's just A1, and he deserves to be recognized as that. I really hope that V does decide to do some modeling kind of in the future, maybe as like a little side project. I want to see him on the cover of more magazines, become the face of many clothing lines, or watch companies would be so cool. Oh my god. Can you imagine if he became the face of like Rolex? First of all, would Rolexes sell out? I don't even know. What if he was like Cartier or like Chanel? Maybe if you're like a little raunchy, you're hoping for V to be the face of like Calvin Klein. And you know what? Same. I hope too. When these people do go on Twitter after a big event and ask, hey, who is this guy? ARMYs are of course happy to jump on Twitter, spam them with V's information, letting them know that he is part of BTS, he's super talented, hopefully become a stan, and then at the next Grammy, they'll be like, that's my baby. Let me know what you think about this, and let me know what your thoughts are. Leave it down in the comment section down below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm featuring this comment right here. Thank you so much for your comments. And as always, I do have a Patreon. If you want to go over to my Patreon and kind of check that out, anything you can contribute over there really does help kind of give back to this channel, help me make better videos on here and keep going. So I really do appreciate it if you check that out. It means the world to me. You can get exclusive content over there, such as music video reactions, performance reactions, ship reactions, all that stuff over on my Patreon. There's some comebacks coming up. I'm going to be reacting to all of those, either from Blackpink or BTS, whatever it is. Let me know. You can also request things. You can check all that out in the description down below. It'll be the first link. There's also 2 videos that will pop up at the end of the screen on this video. So click on one of those videos and I will see you over there. Bye.